Well, now, they've been described as a lifeline for parents with young children, but now Warwickshire's 39 children's centres could be replaced by 14 new children and family centres. The County Council need to take over £1 million out of their budget for children's centres as part of nearly £70 million savings required by the government by 2020. But the council face increasingly determined opposition from campaigners who've taken their fight to Westminster. Shelley Phelps went with them.
Taking their protest to Parliament, campaigners are stepping up the fight to save 25 Warwickshire children's centres from possible closure. The centres cater for children up to 5 years of age and offer services ranging from stay and play sessions to help with breastfeeding. For this Nuneaton mum, the service was a lifeline.
I had a newborn baby boy. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to be a mum, how to be a parent, and they helped me. They helped me get friends. They helped me learn how to be the mother that I am today.
South Warwickshire's new Labour MP, who's also a county councillor, has been asking his party's front bench for help highlighting the issue.
This is a critical part of all education. It's as if not more important than higher and further education, because the provision universal to all children is so important, and that's what we want to be pressing for. We believe the money is there, it's simply a choice.
Warwickshire County Council is redesigning the service as part of efforts to save just over £1 million from the Children's Centre's budget. It plans to transform 14 sites into enhanced children and family centres that will provide care for a broader range of ages, and it hopes that other sites will still be used for outreach work.
Next week, the Cabinet is expected to make a final decision on the matter. They said they want to thank people for contributing their views to the consultation and that they have been listening. And they said they hope that people will be pleasantly surprised by the outcome.
And if they aren't, then these campaigners will be shouting louder than ever.
Shelley Phelps, and by the sound of it, we shouldn't have long to wait to find out what exactly that pleasant surprise turns out to be. Adrian Bailey, what do you think that pleasant surprise should be?
Well, what I want to see is a level of service that would enable as many children as is humanly possible, particularly from low-income families, to enjoy a level of facility that they've had historically in Warwickshire, because all the evidence shows that for young children going into early learning, socialising, benefit enormously as they go through subsequent stages of education. And it is poor people, deprived families, that will be hit disproportionately if these occur.
That's presumably why it's described as a lifeline. What would you say to...
Well, I think this early intervention is really important, but in the end, the delivery of a high-quality early years service is not dependent on a building. I mean, if you take Labour-run Wolverhampton, they've also reduced the number of buildings in which Sure Starts are located, but they've been given a big good Ofsted rating for the delivery of the service. Now, if you look at Warwickshire, apparently there's around about 1,000 families in Warwickshire who should be using Sure Start centres, but they don't want to use the existing facility, and it might be better actually to co-locate some of those Sure Start facilities in other areas in order to create this kind of early intervention hub. So I don't think it's all about buildings, and in Warwickshire 50% of the cost of Sure Start goes on to management and administration, and we should be trying to focus as much of the money on the front line as possible.
But it is about taking £1 million out of the budget, isn't it?
Well, again, talking about innovative practice.
Okay. It's about access. If you're reducing 37 to 14, there's going to be an awful lot of people that aren't going to be able to access
they're bigger. Their family centres is a bigger age range.
Well,
bigger service, bigger band.
Yes, but there's in a county as large as Warwickshire, that is going to preclude some low-income families from having the level of access which they've historically had in the area.
Isn't it time for the government to ease off on austerity and to relax the pressure that's on local authorities like Warwickshire?
Well, look, these are decisions that to be made by local authorities. They need to make those strategic decisions in relation to their statutory responsibility and the resources they have. And it's actually true that you can deliver a better service where 50% of the cost is going on administration. We need to shift that resource into the provision of a high-quality service at the front line.
And Matt Weston says it's a matter of choice, but that's what it's about, hard choices. There are always more or less deserving cases, aren't there?
But the real choice is between government concentrating spending from Whitehall or spending it in the regions through local authorities, through metropolitan mayors, and so on and so forth. They say they believe in devolution of financial power, but they've got to deliver it.